And we got Deadly Intent Bill. That's gonna be great. Let's get good. Welcome back to Endless Space 2 Supremacy. We are the religious Hissho, and we are kicking the crap out of the Sophons. That wasn't our choice though, guys. We didn't start this war. They started this war. And now they want to offer us a truce. They want to give us a truce and cultural inverdicts. Ooh, okay though. So, just gonna say this, like, cultural inverdicts is actually kinda good. And I'm kind of tempted to accept that, but I don't want to make the choice right now, so I'm gonna look at the other things we have going on, and we'll come back to that. Okay, so we already spent his... We got blood rituals firing off, Gaina seems fine. The Sophons really don't have anything going on. In fact, we're kind of invading them, so they're not having a good time right now, y'all. Did we actually turn the war pressure in our favor yet, though? That's what I'm curious about.
What do you want? We're kind of busy.
No, it's still in their favor. See, so they want a truce, but the war pressure's in their favor, and they want me to... Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought they were gonna give us cultural inverdicts. Here's an idea. No. That is exactly what I have to say to your request, that we surrender while we're kicking the crap out of you. How about no? How about good luck? How about Pisces is about to fall? Or rather, Pisces is gonna be ransacked, we're gonna take everything from it, they're gonna surrender because they know we'll crush them, and then we're gonna take Pisces anyway with cultural influence, so... I do like how this, like, cultural front has been created right here, and Pisces just falls firmly within it, right? Like, look at how we're clashing with the UE's culture right here. This is always, like, one of the things that I like the most about late game in the Endless games, is seeing how the culture clashes up against each other and the borders it forms, because it kind of reminds me how we form borders in real life. Okay, so all that stuff is done. This guy is guarding. I don't know why it's not satisfied with that, but that's what he's supposed to do, so we're gonna go ahead and end that turn. We should check our laws out in a second. We should also probably look at our Behemoth count and see if there's any way to increase the max. I don't think there is. Ooh, an unknown empire is close to achieving Wonder Victory. I kind of doubt that, though, I'm just being honest, because, like, Wonder Victory is one of those victories where it's like, oh yeah, that's totally not really. I mean, I don't think they're gonna beat us with a Wonder Victory right now. So, we could draft, but we have the reserve in quite high quantity. We'd be better off doing this, I think, because we would reduce the chance that stuff gets destroyed. If we do this, what gets destroyed? Yeah, there's no change to that probability, so we'll do Protect System. Get 'em, boys. That's a draw, we'll take it. We did lose a Hissho population there for that, that's kind of sad, but, you know, we sacrificed them anyway, so who really cares? Aldebaran, speaking of, I have this great idea for you. Oh my gosh. I do have this great idea for them. They should build a Behemoth C3 center. They really should. Although we're only pulling in 2.6k dust right now, so maybe I'm being a little overzealous with that. I think what we're gonna do instead is we'll keep using these guys to pump out our blood rituals and any fleets that we need, and we'll continue to expand our fealty foundations to different systems. Like I said, Folks Died Here is one of the systems that should probably get the most fealty foundations, because it does have high production and stuff. The population is a little low because we've been basically killing it to keep the system alive, and we're currently in the act of rebuilding a ton of crap that they destroyed, which is really annoying. But yeah, I think having fealty foundations on this system makes the most sense, and I think based on the planets, we're probably best off putting it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'll honestly move that to the top of the queue because I expect that it'll take one turn. And I'm gonna come in here and use some of the dust that we have accumulated to buy out some of the minor production buildings that are kind of important, like those ones. And that should help this place get... we'll get that too, it's only 500 dust. That should help this place get off to a better start. I do want to go take a look at the marketplace though, mainly for heroes. Really want to keep an eye out for some good heroes. Particularly counselors. Like I said, we're always watching for counselors. It looks like, however, we still only have that one counselor, and he's not that great. What I'm curious about is what Overseers have as the last talent for that tree for them. Yeah, see, that's really good, but it's not good in the same way. It's not Keii generation, which for us is kind of OP. Like, if we get constant Keii generation, we're fine. I mean, honestly, we have really, really constant Keii generation right now, but I'm okay with that. I don't think the Sophons are okay with that, but I am very okay with... Did they pull back that fleet that was supposed to come here? What happened? There was supposed to be a fleet on its way to Ibony. And it... Oh, was that them and they went the other way? Oh boy. Those are carriers. They have 24 CP and carriers. We do not want to fight with the United Empire. We want to be the best of friends with them right now. Let's see if we can get to... Oh gosh. We couldn't find terms. There are no terms that will make them want peace with us, which is really sad because, like, we're not that bad, really. We're not, like, super bad, violent people. We just kind of got stuck in the middle of a war we didn't really even want. Let's see. What else can we take here? Because I'm really not feeling the lower fleet costs right now. We've got fleets out. We don't need to lower the fleet cost anymore. This could be nice. It is minus 20% dust, but the combat gains of Dust and Science are much higher, so that's a potential option. This is also a potential option, although I'm not super stoked for that one. Hatched at Home is incredibly strong all the time. I think we might actually do that one. I mean, how many Keii would we lose a turn if we had Hatched at Home? We'd lose 5 Keii a turn. We generate 5 Keii every time we do one of these blood rituals, and basically Aldebaran exists to do blood rituals. When is our next election, though? Because we do want to make sure that we're covered for that. Next election is at the end of the turn, and I just spent a bunch of dust because I am really bad at life. How much? We're bringing in 15 of this a turn? Heck yeah, we'll sell 15 of it. Okay, so that'll put us up to 2.8k. I'm going to sell another 15 just to be safe. I want to make sure we have enough for our elections. Militarists are one of the leading factions, but if you look, religion and pacifists are the 2 biggest next slices of that. I'm honestly kind of tempted to go pacifist because I think we may be able to force peace if we do that, but I'm not sure because I don't play pacifist very often. Yeah, you're fine, man. You just stay right there and do your job. You're killing it. Everyone's killing it, except that fleet is coming in and they're no joke. But we are at peace with the UE right now. If the UE declares war on us, we'll have to switch entirely into war. Like, we won't have another option or we won't survive. Go ahead and end the turn. Here is our election. Yeah, we're gonna strong arm lobbying, provide a strong penalty to the competitors. That's probably our best bet, because militarists have it without any doubt. And the next ritual is Diligence Ritual, which will give us extra dust, so that's pretty good. Doink. Actually, Diligence Ritual might be the key to making, like, the Behemoth C3 centers work really well. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Alright, so Religious stayed in, thankfully, and we got Deadly Intent Bill. That's gonna be great! Oh, I like this so much now. Y'all wanna go? We can go! I'm excited now. You guys realize your forces continue to dwindle here, but ours don't, right? Right. Good to know. That was a draw. But we did lose a population, which is annoying. Battle at Pisces, they're sending dudes to try to fight us. How adorable. Look at that. They're all using projectiles still. How silly. It's gonna be a sad, sad day for these gentlemen. Get 'em, boys. Do your thing. Get 'em, boys. Yeah, look at that. That's how we do. 10 Keii melted everybody in their fleet. They used irradiation. Kill additional manpower per successful hit with energy weapons. Ooh, that's crafty. That's very crafty. Good job, guys. Very, very crafty. I respect that. I really do. We're still gonna crush you, but I respect that you were crafty there. I'm almost tempted to turn this Behemoth, like, I know we could always turn it into another one of the shields, but I'm almost tempted to switch it over to a Juggernaut if we can afford it. I don't think that's necessarily the best idea right now, though. It's just something that's on my mind, like, we're gonna have to do something with it eventually, because we can't get rid of it now that it exists, which is, you know, kind of annoying, but It'll be okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. +6 movement to the fleet he is assigned to? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. Alright, the Hissho are producing population. We have a level 3 thing being built at Folks Died here, and Gaina is done with its last ritual, so it needs a new one. Can't build a system shield, although we technically do have access to it for Gaina. Why do we have access for it at Gaina? I thought that the system shield was like specifically for systems that had the citadels at it. Oh no, that's different. System shield is different. Oh wow, it is essentially, so the system shield is actually something that will prevent your systems from being annihilated by obliterators. That's really cool. And it's not limited to systems with citadels on it, apparently, so that's also very cool. Yeah, we'll do a diligence ritual here. In fact, diligence ritual is one of the ones that you pretty much want to do everywhere when you do it, so we're gonna go do that real quick. I mean, admittedly, it's not quite as nice as the blood ritual, but it is still very, very good. Wait, do we have another behemoth? How do we have another behemoth? I don't know. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to be thankful. Time to build our favorite scientific behemoth, y'all. Although we should probably go make sure that the build for it is exactly what we want. Edit, please. Which it is not. The scientific behemoth was last geared out for combat, which is definitely not something we're after this time. I'm gonna strip out all of our support module slots on this. Weapon slots are probably fine, although if we have fleets now, those will be better, I suspect. So we'll take some plasma bombers in our fleet slot. We'll also take some basic fighters. Now, the reason I'm going basic fighters is because they actually provide projectile damage, whereas these ones will provide laser damage, or energy damage, rather. So I want to split our damage types here a little bit, which is why we're doing that. Then we're going to come in here, we're going to look at our science modules. That is the one we were previously using, but I would also like to do the thing we did before, where we were looking at potentially using the level 1 module a little bit more, so maybe doing like 2 of these, or maybe 3 of these, and then 2 of the level 2 modules. Might give us a little bit better output overall. So we're going to go ahead and accept that, and then we'll put that in queue. I'm very excited to get a scientific behemoth out. If we get it out fast enough, how many turns is that? It's 1 turn. We'll get it out in time to send it down here, and then go ahead and trigger Way of the Obsidian Eagle on it, which will hopefully affect every system we have, because we should have the Keii range once that ship gets there and combines Keii fields with this military behemoth here. That is at least our hope. Oh, guys, I'm really excited. This is like super working out, guys. I don't know how you guys are, like, if you're watching at home, tell me this isn't super working out. This is really good. I love this. Okay, so that's where we got the system battery from. I just assumed that these were tied distinctly to the citadels, but they're not. The system battery is a citadel tech, the system shield is not, and our fealty foundations now produce 3 FIDs instead of 1. That's gonna be a very, very good thing for us. This hero has leveled up. Didn't we just spend his level up, though? I thought we just spent it. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we already dealt with that. It just didn't get rid of it. That's fine. And looks like we dealt with this, too. So we should be all set. What do we do want to be looking at our laws, though. So Hatched at Home is still in effect. It's going to be -5 keep per turn, and we no longer have the ability to sustain that, really, because we don't have access to our blood ritual. So I'll cut that off, because Deadly Intent just seems ridiculous. Like, it really does. And we more than have the influence to deal, or to afford it. So we're going to go with Deadly Intent this time. And our ground troops now have plus 40% attack, so that's another thing that's really, And I think, yeah, we're probably done there. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Oh, guys, this is actually going really well. Minus the fact that the UE is scary. The UE is very scary, but I'm not trying to fight with him. Our outpost is maxed on Ebony, that's fine. We have no plan to turn that into an actual system. Yeah, sure. Minor victory, that's right, y'all ain't got no troops. Oh, look at you trying to bring in those troops. Nah, son, that ain't how this works. You about to get ricked. Let's see. Are you guys primarily projectiles, or yeah, you are. Sucka, sucka, sucka. You about to die. Decisive victory. Did they retreat? They did retreat. So what were they doing? Just dropping manpower? I don't know if they can do that. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, this is beautiful. Oh, it's gonna take too long for them to get down there. Darn, 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 darn. I was gonna have him go down here and intercept them when they land. He may still make it, I don't know. He may actually land there and intercept them in time. Gaina needs something to build. It has just done a diligence ritual, so we don't need to do it again. There it is in effect. So we can either go with building more ships. We can't build the obelisk. I mean, if we had the resources, we could. In fact, I kind of feel like maybe we win by the obelisk. What do you guys... You guys, I mean, you can't talk to me, which makes this harder, but I think we can win by the obelisk. I really do. Who are you? That is a Hissho religious counselor. I'll love it. You, sir, are great. We want to hire you, but I don't know if we have a system to put you in, so let's double check that real quick. Oh, would you look at that? We actually do. Gaina has nobody? Shock of shocks. Where's Gaina even at, then? Oh, that's right, that's Gaina. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. We have our scientific behemoth. We'll take him down. We are gonna pick up that governor. Like, we really are. That guy's really good. He's not gonna get there for another 2 turns, which is kinda sad, but that's okay. We can wait to pop Way of the Obsidian Eagle. We don't need the production right now anyway. So now let's go up here and let's pick up this governor, who I like very much. Hi there, you gonna be our friend. And we're gonna send him over here to Gaina. We have so many heroes now. I love this. Butska. His name is Butska Greysand. Okay, Butska Greysand, you got this, buddy. You gonna be our governator. While we're at it, we should probably go spend his skill points on things that make sense. Things like this. And things like this. And eventually things like this wonderful Joy Initiative right here that I'm super excited for, guys. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I am for that. Do we currently have a Senate religious leader? I need to go check that. I'm pretty sure we do, but I want to be sure first. We do, and it's her. Okay. So getting the Senate religious leader thing for him isn't going to be that effective in the first place, so we just won't. We won't bother with any of that. Instead, what we'll do is we'll go towards... I mean, it is still beneficial because of the on-system, though, now that I look at that. Let's go with... I want to do more influence, though, guys. I really do. Influence or dust? This is actually a really hard choice. This is going to expand our culture. I'm going to go with that. That makes more sense to me right now. We can always, like, improve more and get both of them, and we will, for sure. I like his animation, too. He just looks different than the other Hissho, which is kind of cool. Okay, so he's assigned. Gaina has nothing to produce, though, so let's have them do public 3D printing. And that should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's working out, y'all. Sudden rise in galactic inflation has led to market-wide price increases, so this is a good time to sell things. So we'll sell what we generated of that this turn because it's a good time to do so. We generate 4 of these, so we'll sell what we generated this turn for that. Apparently we only... I am so lost for how we generate 15 antimatter and 6... How is that even a thing? I don't understand how we're generating so little. We generate 7 of these, so we're just gonna sell those. Generating 10 of these, so that's a good 10 we can sell. What about you? 3. So what I'm doing, guys, like I always say, if you're generating this much a turn, you can definitely afford to dump it. And in this case, the market is buying things at a higher rate, so it makes more sense to dump the things we're gonna dump. Alright, that should be just about it. I am, however, going to come over here and look at these. We would love to buy more Transvine. We really would. In fact, let's go look at one of our systems that doesn't have the level 3 upgrade and see what we're missing to get it. Unless they all have it. Yeah, this one doesn't. So we need 75 Transvine and 75 of the... I can't remember what they're called now. The Dust Orchids, I think. Or, yeah. Wow, deciduous trees. I'm sorry, guys. I'm such a spaz for forgetting names and stuff like that, but there's so many names to remember, to be fair. So we have 46 of those. We have 17 Transvine. We need 75 of each to build a New upgrade, we don't have enough to get those, and I'm not going to spend the money to get there because we are kind of trying to be a little bit more frugal with our money here. Mainly because when the market prices drop, I want to pick up the stuff to build that last wonder and see if we can get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, if we can build this thing out and win with it, I'm okay with that. So it's saying 28 turns here, but I'm wondering what it would say here on Aldebaran. 5 turns, guys. Holy... Okay, so we're going to buy those resources up quickly. As quickly as we possibly can. What is not super jacked on prices? All the prices are golden right now. Okay, I thought that the market prices jumped, but they're all down. So that's fine. How much titanium did we need? 125, that's a lot. A lot of titanium and a lot of Hyperium. 125, and we have exactly 22. So we'd need 103 titanium, which shouldn't be bad, because that's cheap. Okay, we got 103 titanium, so that's covered. Hyperium's a little more expensive, and there's not much of it available on the market, which is obnoxious. We may have to find a better source of Hyperium, including trade. I wonder if there's anybody we can trade with for some Hyperium.
The church is pleased to greet you.
You know, if y'all have you have 10 Hyperium. Come on, guys. Come on. 10 Hyperium? You have 20. Come on.
What do you want?
Tell me you guys have Hyperium. Lots of Hyperium. I would love to trade you for it. Oh my gosh, they do. They have so much Hyperium. And we need like 125, so I'm gonna just aim for it and see what we can give them for it. Look, 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 guys. I know that you don't really like us all that much, but what if we gave you all of our Eden incense? Would you? No? No, not at all? There's no way to make this deal. Yeah, there's no way to make this deal. That's annoying. Okay. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have to look at ways to increase our Hyperium production. So right here, we are generating 4 per turn. 3 titanium. And if we built the upgrades to get more out of that, there's one of them in queue. We can buy that to make that a little faster, and that to make that one a little bit faster. Okay, let's hope that'll increase the yields. If it doesn't, excuse me, if it doesn't, the other option we have is we can switch this over to all level 2 modules, plant it here, and just get a bunch of titanium and Hyperium. In fact, that might be our best way, is just to find these little, like, space nodes here and gather resources from them. But the bottom line is, if we can get that thing, we can build it in 5 turns or less and win the game. So that's our new plan for victory, guys. I've never actually done a Wonder Victory, so this is going to be great. I'm super excited for this. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing going on right now. We kind of kicked the crap out of their dudes. End the turn. We got this, though, guys. We really do. This is going to be super cool. We just have to figure out how to generate as much of the resources we have available to us as we can, and get the counts up as high as possible, as quickly as possible. Yes, yes, please wreck them. Excellent! Major victory! Time for diplomacy is over. Oh. Okay, they didn't declare war on us, though. They're just aggressive. So that's a plus. They may have gotten wind of my plan, guys. They know we're gonna Wonder Victory them, and they're like, nah, not today, son. That's what's going on right now. That'll be okay, though. We'll find a way through it all. Don't worry, folks. We got this. None of these are particularly great for a governor, are they? Sad times. Alright, so we'll do this one. I think in the future, if I did a religious playthrough with the Hissho again, I would focus on getting entirely counselors for their governors, just because I would try to rush for the Joy Initiative as quickly as possible. We do have Planet Cracker Factory Lab now, which is great, because that means instead of dust, we can generate science, which means new tech, which is very useful. Let's go see where we're at on tech right now anyway. We are learning universal aerodynamics, which will give us more CP. We have this, which will provide us with better equipment. This is new ships. Yeah. And this is a new Behemoth thing. Oh, dude. I have a new plan, cause it's kinda cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. So we're gonna get these modules here that grab, in fact, we're probably gonna go for this, the Core Miner, which adds, so it does it adds 225% for the deposit instead of just giving you 100% of it. You get double plus a little extra of the resource. However, it does lower the stats of the planet, and it also seems to deplete the planet, which I wasn't fond of before, but considering that we are basically rushing the finish line now, I'm kind of okay with it, guys. I think it's great. I think we can use it to harvest a ton of extra resources. But for right now, that's not something we're going to be doing. So let's try science, dust, science, dust, dust. We're going to do dust so that we can hopefully buy more of these resources and get where we need to be to build the thing. So what is it collectively that we need again? So we need more Hyperium. We need 80 of this resource, which we're generating 4 of per turn, so we're not going to get there incredibly quickly unless we buy it. But it's also not in a good place to be bought. Quadronix, however, is in a good place to be bought right now, and we only need 40 of those, so we're going to go for that. Yes, Quadronix, I would love to have 40 of you. Please. Oh boy, we cannot afford that. We're not super far off, though, but we can't afford it. What we can do is we can sell all this Jadnix that we were hoarding because we're basically not going to use it. What else could we sell off? Less happy with selling off Transvine because we actually do use that. I'd be glad to sell that, though. That takes us up to 11k. We're only 2k short now. The question is, what can we sell to get there? Essentially, what do we have in excess over what we need? I believe we only need 80 of this, so I'm going to sell 11 of these and see where that puts us. Okay, so we're at 80 there. Still not quite where we need to be on this. Let's just get as much as, well, it's cheap now, so we want to get as much as we can, but we also want to get as, you know, we really want to get as much as we can. But we only need 35 now that I look at it, so that's smarter. Let's grab 35 of them. So 35 Quadronix. We have to be careful that we don't end up spending any Quadronix, though. Anything else that's super cheap? Antimatter is, but we already have our quota for that, or a Chalix we need 35 of. Oh, we're never going to afford it right now, but that's okay. What are you guys doing? Alright, you just build in the things. You have Quadronix available here. Why are we not harvesting it? Because we don't have the tech yet. That's a problem. Quadronix, where is your technology? There it is. So we're going to put that right up in front, and actually, because we put that in front, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and do Planet Cracker here. Anywhere that is not building important buildings is going to be doing Planet Cracker, because we want to push through that science as quickly as possible. What are you guys doing? You're building good things, and you're building good things, and that's good for all of us, so we're fine. Finish your movement. Excellent. Catch them in the trap. As soon as they land in this system, they can't get out now. It's beautiful. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna slaughter them on their way out. And it's funny that we just picked up Planet Cracker, because now we're running it on like 3 different systems, no questions asked. It's gonna take forever for us to siege down that system. Like, that system's not gonna get sieged down. And that's okay, because we're not really aiming to siege it down as much as we want more war pressure. The war momentum is in our favor now, which is what we wanted. So it sounds like everything's good. End the turn. We got this, guys. This is actually going really, really well for us right now. All we're having trouble with is that Hyperium. We need a lot of that, and it's not easy to get. So we're gonna have to find a more effective way to get that, probably, but trading isn't an option for us right now. Decisive victory! We are done defending. Folks died here. And our hero has leveled up. This is a combat hero, so we'll go ahead and finish that skill off. And let's go back over here. We've gained another Hissho. I wouldn't have guessed that. Uthasum Ramos has leveled up. Oh, you're a governor, but you have that really good ability that makes me smile. Yes, you can do more culture. That's fine. Culture's great. We love culture. Colonial Rights and Body Language Institute are finishing on Kerr, which is excellent. And our scientific behemoth should reach its home right now. But before that, let's kill these guys. Bye, Felicias. They about to get wrecked. Yeah, they're done. Get them, boys. We got faith in you. Plus, we have that law that makes us do a lot more damage. So yeah, we're gonna win that easily. Did they retreat? What did they do? I think we killed everyone but their hero, and I guess they retreated? I don't know. Military Behemoth can't attack this guy. Guess he's in transit, not quite there yet. Yeah, that's what's going on. They're still in transit. Okay. The good news is, this guy should start to generate some wonderful things here, such as 2 Hyperium and 2 Titanium a turn. We're also going to go ahead and pop Way of the Obsidian Eagle on him to increase everybody's production, which will raise the speed that we generate science right now. And what else can we do? We should probably go check the market again and see if anything is cheaper than it was last turn. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So we don't have enough to get 35 of that. Adamantium. Can we get enough of this? So we'd need 44 of this. Yes, we can. Okay, we have enough adamantium, guys. Holy crap, we're so close. I am super, 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 super excited. This is, like, unbelievably close. We're selling all but 125 of it. Actually, how much are we generating a turn? 12 of them we're generating a turn. So we can sell 12 easily, because we'll get that back next turn. And then the other difference is, what? 5 and 7, another 12. So we can sell 24 of these. Sell those. We can sell all 3 of these. In all honesty, we could probably sell our deciduous trees and try to finish buying out the orichalcs we need. But that is a little more risky. Yeah, that's a little more risky. Tisk, tisk, tisk. We're generating 15 of this a turn, so we can sell that easily. Not quite as much as we'd like to have, but it is something. Now the question is, how much orichalcs are we generating? 0, because we don't have the science for it yet, but we're working on that. That'll be here in a turn. So we're just going to buy as much orichalcs as we can afford. There, that's fine. It's not quite 40, but we're almost halfway there, and we'll be generating additional orichalcs next turn. Okay, so that is it though, guys. We did run out of time, but we are kicking butt. So to speak, we just stayed here peacefully, and for those of you that are like, oh yeah, you know, remember when we couldn't build tall? I think we built pretty tall here. We've got maybe 5, actually right now we have 3 fully developed systems and 2 that are kind of catching up because folks died here, got damaged. But look at that in comparison to this empire. Like, we're not going wide like these guys are going wide. We are, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Or, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's probably more up here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably another one down here, so 12 systems. See what I'm saying, though? Going tall is an option with behemoths. You can basically centralize all of your generation in one area, which is what we're doing, and we're having a great, great time with it. And it's actually working out rather successfully, too. The only thing we could do to make it just that little bit better is probably turn these guys now into miners and use them to get the last resources we need to finish this out. And that's what we'll do next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Click subscribe to see the next episode. The Endless Lore video is still a thing. It's just been pushed off because I had like a family emergency thing come up. It'll be fine. Everything's cool, guys. So I will see you next time. Bye!